Hey guys, so I'm back here with Key, and
Yeah,
Key's
me.
gonna so Key's gonna actually give his input about
Hold up.
relationships.
Put that on. I like how the muscles.
He's very playful, ladies. So anyway, he's gonna give out some relationship advice, and I'm definitely gonna chime in about my own opinion. And y'all can definitely like comment, you know what I mean, or disagree. You know what I mean? Let's keep it open. All right, so Key. So what is it that you look for in a girl? What attracts you to a girl?
I mean, beauty.
I mean, it's
Beauty
different
and the way
levels.
she carries herself. You know, it's like some type of ether that emits off of people. Like, you know, you see people, and you're just like, there's something about that person. You get what I'm saying? Like, you see some females, it's like, dang. I see some females that look good, and I see some females that doesn't look as good.
Is that like
But
energy or aura? Is that what you're just
basically, it's
getting?
like it's like some type of energy that's just there that just connects with you. Something that you can't really define.
So, is it like everyone has preferences, and I'm definitely all about preferences. Is it like a certain preference that you usually go for, or something like that? Like, you know what I mean?
Listen, I do not listen.
Not a
I am not.
racist.
I am not Chris Brown or Young Bird. I don't have no specific preferences. I don't have an issue with brown, light, white, butter, pecan, none of that stuff.
Okay, so you're open to everything.
Oh, now see, that's when you get tricky with the words. I'm open to females of all different kinds of.
That's what I meant.
And then again, I don't have any problems with anybody, but me, my preference is beautiful women
Okay,
that
beautiful
were born
woman.
that way. As women.
Okay, so you're open. So you're open to all
Stop
nationalities.
saying that.
Oh my.
You
Okay,
gotta
open to
specify.
females. Open
There
to
you
females.
go, because I'm gonna have a whole bunch of dudes in my DM talking about, hey.
And definitely not going to be in your DM talking about hey. Okay, so Key, so you're talking about relationships and stuff like that. What are the core values to you in a relationship? Like, what do you think makes a strong relationship?
I think a strong relationship, your boob is like knocking me out of
Oh
frame.
my God.
It's just like, I'm just saying your chest is kind of like,
They are
I'm,
big.
I'm trying to get my arm in the shot, but you,
They're pretty big.
hey, let me get
Okay.
my arm in the shot.
Oh,
Your boobs
go
keep
ahead.
taking over yeah. All right, anyway.
Back to it.
I mean, core values. Basically, you gotta have somebody that you trust, that you feel like you can build with, somebody that got your back. You get what I'm saying? Like, equally, you're on the same. They gotta like each other equally, and that grows into loving each other equally. A lot of times, people go, you know, they dealing with people that they kind of like, or one person might deal with somebody and they like the hell out of them, but that person just doesn't give the same energy back. That's gonna end up being toxic. You gotta find somebody that matches your energy. Yeah.
So it matches your energy.
Yeah, you gotta find somebody that matches your
Do
energy.
you think laughter in a relationship is important? Like, you
Say
gotta,
it again?
Laughter. You gotta
Yeah,
laugh.
important. You
Laughter
gotta be
is-
able to enjoy each other. I mean, you gotta think about the person doesn't have to be funny. Everybody needs somebody. Everything inherently exists. So basically, somebody's there to make jokes and somebody's there to laugh.
Okay.
One person can be funny and the other person can have the giggles. You get what I'm saying? Somebody, even in a relationship, both people might not be funny, but they might go and watch things and find the same things funny. So they could watch the same television shows and laugh and stuff like that. But I think laughter is a part of being healthy. Like, you gotta laugh and enjoy life.
Okay, so what about relationships that eventually get boring? Like, do you think that can eventually happen, whereas though you get
Yeah.
bored with that person, or
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is relationships aren't meant to last, because that's why everybody keep jumping from relationship to
what do you
relationship.
mean they're not meant to last?
They're not meant to. I mean, clearly it can't be meant to last. If relationships were meant to last, then they would be lasting. Most relationships don't last. How many people do you know that only been with one person ever?
My mom.
That's one person though. Out of how many people you know? How many people have you came across that been in multiple relationships versus the people that been in one ever?
Not many.
Exactly. So clearly they can't be meant to last. Because what it is we're jumping. Well, let me take that back. Maybe at a point in time they were meant to last, but in this culture they're not. Because we just jumping for that infatuation, that little crush that we have, and we starting to think that, oh, because I got a crush on this person, I'm gonna be with this person forever, or I'm gonna enjoy this moment right now, and then they end up falling short of your expectations because you didn't go through a qualification process.
Qualification process. That's
Yeah.
important because you
Yeah.
know what? We don't always know people's background. We don't
Exactly.
always know what people really do.
Whole background. You ain't tell me you was doing a background check.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
up now.
important.
Doing a background check.
Yeah, we
Leave my
always want to do a
background
background check.
Leave my background out of this.
Leave your background. We want, well, you know, as in
The
credit
past
score.
is in the past. The past.
credit
Oh, we can go credit score. I ain't
scores.
tripping about none of that. We can go credit score.
Different things like you know what type of things you were into. You know what's but people evolve and people change, right?
Yeah, no, people do evolve and people change, and some people stay stagnant.
And that's what the problem is. Talking about stagnant, like, is it you think is both responsibility for the male and female to keep it spicy,
Yeah.
or is it So it's both. So how do people know how to get into a relationship, right? We all know how to get into one, but how do we maintain it?
Same thing, like, all right, you see the sports player, basketball player. He practices all the time. He doesn't just go and perform. Floyd Mayweather, right before he has a fight, you start seeing the 24-hour. You see him in the boxing ring. He training 10 times harder than he used to. That's how you got to be. You got to remember, like, you got to compete for that love. Even when you got it, you still got to compete because it's people that still want that person. So you got to remember that. Even though you got her, you got the prize, you win the Super Bowl, guess what? Somebody coming for that trophy. Somebody else wants that trophy. So when you got that trophy, you got to remember, you got to protect and you got to guard that trophy. So once you let up, somebody else is going to ease in, and she's going to send all the things that you're not doing, that you're lacking, that this person is offering, even though he's going to end up probably just like how you are in a relationship now. But she doesn't know that. All she knows is that
Right now it's good.
yeah, it's something lacking. The relationship is lacking something. So now she ends up, seeking refuge in this other person who seems to be giving her everything that you gave her, that she's fiending for, that she lusts for, that she wants, that she's longing for. And same thing, vice versa with a male. That's what happens sometimes. A lot of times.
I mean, but males are known to jump. Everyone knows that is like basically. I think every female is very much aware that male cheat all the time. This is like
Females do too.
No.
My thing about it, let's look at it like this, right? If men are running around cheating and slaying every female that's around, we got these females that's getting slayed gotta belong to somebody. Even though they say it's more females than males, cool, fine and dandy. Listen, these females gotta be. You're not gonna tell me that it's just it's all these single females that's out here that's just getting slayed and there for the people that's cheating.
It's definitely vice versa. Girls do cheat, but I think sometimes females cheat for different reasons versus males. See, males known to cheat just because they want to like get a piece of ass. That's how I feel like. But when
That's
women
the thing.
cheat, they usually cheat because they looking for something more.
To
They're
fill a
looking for-
void.
Yes.
They cheat to fill a void more so.
Yeah. So it's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
difference.
We're
And you-
different species though, so you gotta
So
remember that.
when females are cheating, they actually are cheating to get out of something.
Not
Yeah.
always, but what it is females cheat because a lot of times it's a void that needs to be filled. Either that dude's penis is not doing what it's supposed to be doing,
Okay.
maybe because it's too occupied doing something else, or maybe it just can't function the way it needs to function. But he got all these other characteristic traits that still keeps him around, whether it's him paying that bill or him, supporting her emotionally or something. You get what I'm saying? But it's something there. A lot of times with dudes, you gotta remember. Sometimes it's like they got a chick at home. Like if she's a real thorough chick, matter of fact, here we go, like this: Swiss Beats and Mashonda. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody look at Alicia Keys being a homewrecker. I like to listen. The home was probably already wrecked because it ain't like Swiss Beats running around cheating on Alicia Keys.
That's true.
And how long they been together? They had a baby.
2 babies.
Look at that. 2 babies, still strong together,
Yeah.
happy as ever, all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
It seems like a better relationship for him.
A better fit. Yeah,
A better
right.
fit.
Correct.
What happened is what him and Mashonda had was a short-lived thing. They had kids.
That was his.
He's
I think
been
it was like
wanting to
high
get
school
away.
sweetheart or something like that. They had like history.
And then after a while, sometimes it's like jealousy happens. She was in a career. Maybe that was a thing because her career didn't take off like his did. So maybe she felt like, I remember seeing an interview where he mentioned like she's not cooking, cleaning, like she doesn't do anything for the house. He's supplying everything else, but she's not doing that. Even though they're rich enough to have
All these
a
services.
maid and the
yeah.
services, but it's like
Why-
still,
yeah.
I want you to cook this meal. I don't want to have this random person coming in cooking all the time. Like sometimes cool, but sometimes I want your
Yeah.
food.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody taking my kids to go, to the soccer game. Sometimes I want to do it. Sometimes I want you to do it. Let's raise our
Together.
family. Just because we got all this money don't mean we got to sit and start thinking money can solve every problem.
That's
And I
true.
think in her mind, she probably was like, I'm not, I don't know if this to be true, but I'm just going off of what I heard him say.
Okay.
But she probably was like, oh, he make all his money, this and this and that. You can afford to pay that. You can afford to pay that. In his mind, he's like, damn, what is this just about the money? So he felt like he needed to be with somebody that was share his energy.